guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So from my last video that I posted, I don't know if it was my last one, but whatever the one that I posted about concealer or corrector, I got a question from someone asking me how to pick the right concealer shade for you and how to apply the concealer. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I already have eyes and lip stuff going on because this is from another video that I did, my celebrity inspired Golden Globes look. If that video, I think that video should be up, and if it is up, I will put that in the bottom so you can just click there and check it out. So first thing first, for concealer, first of all, there are two different things. If you are concealing and highlighting are totally two different things, I feel, because when I'm concealing, I'm trying to hide. I want it to blend in with the rest of my skin. I don't want it to look like anything else. Now, if I'm highlighting, then I want to bring it forward, make it brighter, make it stand out. So, when you're picking your concealer, you either want to pick one shade lighter, if you're just trying to conceal, one shade lighter, or the same tone. I know sometimes it's hard to find the same tone, so if you gotta pick, go one shade lighter. Now, if you were highlighting, then you can go 2 shades lighter. So since I am just kind of, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna conceal, because that's what she wanted to see. So I'm going to be concealing. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealers. And once again, you guys can go to my website, click the I Kate House banner, and it'll take you to the website, and you can go purchase these for $2.49. I'm just going to put a little BB cream on first. I don't want to do any foundation today, just simply because my skin's been a little bit weird. This is the Maybelline Dream BB cream. I was never really into BB creams, but this one is actually a good one, and it gives coverage, so that's what's up. Where's my brush? I don't have a beauty blender or a stippling brush. Using a stippling brush. See, this is a BB cream, and it gives you coverage. It's pretty amazing, I must say. And for me personally, I feel like with BB creams or things that are a little bit runnier, I don't really care to use a sponge, just simply because I feel like the sponge will soak it up. But with a stippling brush, I just feel like it pushes in the product and it doesn't kind of, soak it up too much. I was watching some YouTubers online last night about the Artiste brushes with the foundation brush. I don't know how I feel about that. You guys let me know if you've seen them. If you have them, please let me know. Because I definitely would not purchase the whole set. If I purchased any of them, it would be the foundation brush, no doubt. Okay, a BB cream. A BB cream just did that. Get you some. And, I mean, this is the deepest tone, of course. For a drugstore product, I feel like that's pretty dark. But, it could always be darker. Always be better. Now, let's conceal. So, I'm going to go in with this fawn color. Now, here's the difference. If you're highlighting, then you're going to do, this is just what I like to do. When I'm highlighting, I do more of the bigger triangle because I want to bring the center part of my face out. I really want it to be nice and blingy and fleeky. If I'm concealing, I don't go that big. So when you tilt your head down like this and look in a mirror, I have my mirror right here, you can kind of see the darkness. So when you're concealing under your eyes, you definitely want to do the triangle, but a smaller triangle. So I like to just kind of put this right where I see the darkness. And then you can take your ring finger and you can just pat it in. Don't swipe it, because when you start swiping, you're going to move it all around. You want to push this into the skin right where the darkness is. Now up under the eyes, use a sponge, a beauty blender, whatever floats your boat, and then just begin to blend it out. And this one, I believe, is just, it's probably about 1 shade lighter. But once I powder it, it should be okay. And that's it. See, now you can tell the difference between, obviously this eye is much more brighter than this one. And that's pretty much what you're going for. You just want to cover up the darkness. Now what you don't want to do is, I don't think it's a good idea to get one that's darker than your skin tone, because that's just going to really bring attention to the darkness that you may already have under your eye. So I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. I'm just going to tilt my head down a little so I can see the darkness. And just a little baby triangle. I'm going to start off with my ring finger and pat, pat, pat. Don't swipe. And then take your sponge and just blend it out. And if you have creases, you want to really make sure, I do have a couple of fine lines under there, you just really want to make sure that you're just pushing the product in. Now, the #1 rule of concealer, you have to set it. If you do not set your concealer, it is going to crease, it's going to move, it's going to look disgusting by the end of the day. I just forgot all of my brush. I use a lot of candles from Bath and Body Works, and I like to reuse things. So what I did was, after the candle was all gone, I rinsed it out. I used, just to get the candle wax out, because it's kind of oily and greasy, I used a little bit of acetone and water and rinse that out, and then I just kind of go in with soap and water and clean it. Then I put my little beads in there, and I have a cute little makeup jar. So don't throw out your candle holders, your candle thingies when they're all done, burnt out. Just recycle. Okay, so to set this, I'm going to use a Real Techniques setting brush. I love this brush, it's so cute. And some good setting powders of choice. Before I would use my Sacha Buttercup powder, I would use my CoverGirl powder. CoverGirl powders are great for setting your face. But today I'm going to use my Sacha Buttercup. And you want to make sure when you're setting, you can either, if you're using a powder that has a sponge in it, like this one has a sponge, this MAC one, push it into the skin. Don't swipe it, push it. Whenever you're working with concealer, never swipe. Rather, if you're highlighting, if you're concealing with a product, push everything in. So I'm going to take my brush here, tap it, and I'm just going to push this into the skin like so. Now some people are going to say, oh, well you could bake it. Okay, here's my thing. I was going to make a video about Instagram makeup trends gone wrong. However, I never want to offend anybody, because at the end of the day, it is your face and you can do whatever you want to do. But when it comes to baking, I feel like there is a time and a place for it. And the main reason why I feel like one should not bake is just simply because it can be very drying under the eyes. And so what happens is, when you let that sit up there and you're baking it, your under eyes get really, really dried out. And then of course, if it's dry, it's going to get creasy and it's just not flattering. However, yes, if I'm going out and I'm going to be photographing, I will definitely do a little bit of baking. Not like, I'm not letting it sit up there while I'm moving on to something else, just like a couple of seconds. But if you're taking the photos, bake. If you're on stage for like theater work or something like that, absolutely. But just on an everyday, I just feel like it will really dry up your eyeballs. Okay, and as you can see, I'm nice and bright, and I didn't even bake. So what I'm going to do next is I'm still going to be taking my Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. And see, and then when you set your face, everything else just kind of blends out all together. I think for the next video that I'll do, since we're just kind of in this whole concealer 101 kick, I did corrector, I did concealer, and I think next I'll go on and do highlighting, and then after that I'll do contouring. So that way, because I want you guys to kind of know the difference between all of them. And then, because when you're highlighting, you don't just highlight up under your eyes and you're done. It's a little bit more to it. So that will definitely be the next video. I'm going to finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I finished up the rest of my makeup. All I did was set my powder with, set my face. Blah, 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 blah. All I did was set my face with my Sacha buttercup powder. I showed you that. And I just threw on some blush. Just the Mac Razin, just nothing too crazy. I didn't do any contouring, any highlight, just basic natural look. And what I will do is spray my face with some Smashbox photo primer water, just to kind of give a little bit of a luminosity going on. But that is it. Like I said, for my next video, I'm going to go on to highlighting, because I really want everyone to know the difference between those. I feel like that is useful information that everybody needs to know. But that pretty much wraps up the concealer how-to video. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you're not already. And if you are subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see. I much rather would do things what you want to see versus me just randomly throwing stuff out there. So please feel free, let me know, and I will produce that for you. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.